Good morning and welcome to the Courtroom Chronicles, Trials of South Africa. Hey, I've got an update, ladies and gentlemen. More victims are coming through. They are telling us their stories, and you better listen because this might save your life. To know how these people work and what they do will save you from a lot of things. So please, women, let us listen to this. The kidnapping rate is high. Children are being kidnapped. Women are being kidnapped for us to be ignorant and not talk about these things. So there are witnesses who have come through and they are telling us their stories. And there are other people who are relating to it. So please, let us pay attention. Let us listen. You might save someone's life. Your life might be saved. And let us be aware, self-aware when it comes to these things. So what happened? The victim tells us he had a knife, he had a gun, and he said to me, "Someone wants you dead." This is what was told to the victim by the perpetrators. This is not a thriller movie, ladies and gentlemen. It is not. It is real life and things that are real, that are happening to women. And this happened in Durban, broad daylight, and I'm here to tell you about it. So women are being lured. And they're lured with charm and breakfast dates. They're being terrorized, taken to bushes, and they are robbed and they are threatened when they get there. So two women told us about their ordeal and they were emotional. Both of them cried while telling their stories to show that they are still traumatized by this, thinking that it could have been worse. It could have been worse. So now they are telling us about what happened and the modus operandi that is being used here. So now more names, the same names are popping up in this Olerato Mongale's case. We are not looking at once-off crimes, something that happened just once, but it's a syndicate. It is happening and it's ugly. So let us get right into it. The facts, let us get into the facts. Makhanya and Mthimkhulu, the man being named dropped by multiple women, it's still out there. We don't know if it's true that he went to Zimbabwe or he's just hiding somewhere. We don't know. But he's being name dropped by, these ladies. And Upila Makhanya, we know that the alleged enforcer is dead. He was pew-pewed down by the police at the prayer warrior's house. Some people asked me and said, why do I call him the prayer warrior? Because Umkhwanazi said he was a gospel coordinator. So Mina, why am I saying prayer warrior? I am saying prayer warrior because he said they were praying all night. While Makhanya was confessing, they were praying, he went to buy some food and all of that. So I gave him this name, which is a prayer warrior. So we know that he was gunned down at the prayer warrior's house, and the victims are as far back as in 2023, and they've named both of them. How did they recognize them? From the photos that were published in the social media news? We have seen them, so they recognize these guys from that. So how are they doing this operation? That's what we are going to answer right now. So the first one, this is their modus operandi. This is how they get you. First, they approach you in a safe space, so you will think you are safe. A hotel, the beach, the mall. This is where they will get you. They are even good looking. They are clean. They are gentle when they talk to you. One woman said, he was charming. I felt comfortable giving him my number. Man, if you're from the hood, if you're a South African as a lady, especially black ladies, we know you'll be walking, a guy will come to you and ask for your number. It's not something new. It's not rocket science. It happens. And this is what these guys use. They're using something that seems innocent, and they're gentle about it. Something that you wouldn't think that I'm a victim and I'm about to get robbed. So that is their modus operandi. The second woman said the next day he will offer to fetch you, and then it sounds casual, and then he'll say to you, let's breakfast? Then obviously you'll say yes. One woman said, he called and said, I'm outside your hotel. So this is the woman, I'm thinking that she met the guy in the hotel lobby. And then he said, I went with my friend. He was driving a white Polo. This is what Makhanya and Mthimkhulu was driving. He was driving a white Polo. The third, they said, thirdly, they stopped at Florida Road. That's where they stopped. And they stopped behind a red VW. He said he's picking something up. You know, if you're going on a breakfast date with someone and he says, let me just grab something and then we're going. You're not thinking that you're going to be robbed. This is their modus operandi. Yet. This is how they work. Then he said the second man, Makhanya, because where did she recognize the guy? From the photos that were shown. Jumps in and then the switch flips now. And it's guns, it's knives, it's threats. Now someone is threatening you. The lady even said that, Mina, I was shocked, Uguti. We are being shown guns and knives. And my potential boyfriend is just sitting quietly and relaxed as if nothing is going on. She said she froze. That is what happened. Now the survivors gave us accounts of what had happened, and this is where it gets real. Survivor 1, they gave her a name, Useli. She recognized Makhanya from the news about Olerato. And she says that the detective told her that apply for the court order to trace the bank account where her money went. Because obviously, in order to take money into the second account, you need to have the details of the other person. They robbed her and they still had the nerve to transfer her money and tell her to act normal. Hey, that's what they told her. That bona they don't hurt women. Hey, wara. So she said, sometimes I just find healing in things. When I think about it, that he didn't take my life. That's where I find my healing. But the trauma stays with you as a woman. So she told us about that trauma that she still has, and she was crying. You know, I just felt sorry for her. And survivor number 2, she was given also a name, Candice. It's not their real names, obviously. She was with a friend. They got picked up. Same story. We got in the car. Then they pulled guns and knives, said they were hitmen. This is what they told them now. And said someone wanted me dead. This is what she was told. And it got darker. They said, you owe someone 1K. Imagine, you owe someone 1K. Who can send the money? Give me your phone, password, PIN, and everything. That's what they asked her. They even asked her, do you have a boyfriend? And when she said no, then they started hitting her. And the guy said, don't make me a fool. Give me the right PIN code. Because I think she gave the guy the wrong PIN code at first. They said they don't steal phones, so they're going to give them their phones. They just borrow them. They don't hit women, but they did hit her. She told us repeatedly, she was sobbing when she told us the story. So, ladies, I need you to be careful. The beaches are not safe. Where you go and you tell yourself you are on a holiday, there are people who are targeting you there. It's not only the malls, it's not Tinder only. In the hotel lobbies, you think someone is also a guest there. They are not. They are there for you. They are there to get you from that place. So he said, you know, when she was sobbing and telling us this, she said, that guy hit me like he was hitting a punching bag. And he kept saying, we don't hit women. Just imagine. So how did they escape? They told us that they drove them to a bush. And that's where they abandoned them. They secluded. It was a secluded, quiet place. You know, the kind of place that you don't come back from. She said she just ran. She just ran. And she was praying that they don't grape them. And they didn't. And they were told, get out, don't look back, and run. And that's what they did. And they did that barefoot, bleeding, in shock. But they were alive, but it still breaks them. They are broken. So I just thought, no, we need to talk about this, because more and more ladies are coming out and they are telling us their stories on how they found themselves in the same situation. So now you know what got these ladies in this type of situation. You see someone, they smell nice, they're dressing nice, uboni potential ganti, that's your potential perpetrator. That is the person who's going to show you flames. So please let us be safe. And I'm thinking now that they can see that a lot of survivors are people that they didn't unalive. You can imagine what they are planning to do, because if it's a syndicate, it's more than one person. So let us be safe in those malls, on Tinder, on those beaches, on holidays when we are there. Don't just talk to anyone. A stranger is a stranger. We're always telling kids about strangers, and when it comes to us as adults, we forget that strangers are strangers. You don't know this person. You shouldn't be talking to everyone. So this is what a syndicate do. They don't just rob you your money. They rob your safety, your confidence, and your joy. The lady said, I am scared to date. I'm fine like this. I don't go to dating sites. I don't talk to men that I don't know. She's traumatized. And I know that not every man is like that, but it is traumatizing. So these are not just random incidents. These are connected crimes with common suspects, common locations, and repeatable patterns. You won't think anything, because Olerato met that guy in Bloemfontein. This was the second time they were going to meet. You think you're safe. I've met this person before, and now we are going to a second meetup. Kanti, yo. So please, ladies, someone is talking to you in that lift and just making small talk. I know, but how will we know this one is the one? I know everyone is not like that, but how will we know? So if you've survived something similar, please tell us your story loudly, bravely, anonymously if you have to, but please do tell it. It will save a lot of women from this. And with that being said, this is Courtroom Chronicles. We don't just tell stories, we expose systems that keep people quiet. Like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification button. And please share this with someone who might need it. With that being said, God bless you. Until next time.